Michael Wilkes. Sam Lacavera. And Gary Thayer. Enjoy the show.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the Browns Morning Brew. Yes, rudely interrupted by Gary, just like every other conversation. No, I'm kidding. But it's our morning brew, so you guys grab a cup of coffee and join us. And if you're a real Browns fan, you might be grabbing a beer or a shot, to drown your sorrows in. But that's fine. We're here for you. We're going to talk about this Turnpike battle rivalry game that everybody loves to hate. Between our Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers at Huntington Bank Field tomorrow. But we're going to get into this bitter rivalry. But before we get into the stats and facts, guys, how was your Christmas?
It was awesome, man. Did you guys see the halftime show with Snoop?
Yeah, I did not.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was better than a Super Bowl halftime show.
Yep.
That's because the Super Bowl halftime show they choose half the time is I'm not a fan. Go ahead.
No, dude, it was just incredible. Then Eminem came out, and it just like every time I see something like that, it reminds me of like how bad Eminem destroyed MGK and that thing. And it's like if it was like an MGK situation, like it would have been like Diddy or something on there. You know what I mean? And so we're very happy with how things have worked out. Is all I'm happy with how things have worked out.
That's like a Detroit versus Cleveland battle too, man. That's
sure, dude. We lost.
Yeah, we did. It's like normal.
We lost that one, man.
Yeah, MGK's song was all right, but it wasn't like a good diss track, really.
Right.
It was like an okay, catchy song, but you don't want catchy songs if you're doing a rap battle.
I think people know better when they go against Eminem, and what they're looking for is they're trying to get their career beefed back up or pushed back more because they're probably lacking in thereof. So they're like, well, I know if I diss him, he's going to come back and tear me apart. So
yeah, we're going to diss track about me, and then I'm going to make pop music for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Right.
Dude, that's what Eminem did to him. He brought him down to pop music. Yeah. That's a shame, man. And then he's starting to wear fingernails, polish, and weird here and weird. You want to talk about weird beard, man? Yeah. All right. Sam, how was your Christmas?
It was all right, man. It was pretty laid back. Actually, my family, well, on my side, we're going to do it after New Year's. And we're also going to do Jen's parents after New Year's because I was laid up with the awesome hand surgery I just had done. So I had done on Monday. So I was pretty out of it for a couple days. So still not all together, but way better than I was and on to the men. So it wasn't bad. Just me and the wife sitting at home and we did our own little thing and it wasn't bad. It was good.
Logan, I know you had a good Christmas, man. You came out with 2 new hits throughout
the
week.
I did like a Santa Claus is coming to town for the Browns. And then did a hallelujah for Shedeur Sanders. And I didn't know. I forgot when you like tag someone in your Instagram story that it goes to their inbox. So I tagged Shedeur in my story. And I hope he opens it, but I hope he doesn't because it's just some like 35-year-old dude singing a song about him. Like I don't know.
He seems like somebody that would actually respect that for what it is, man. I think he would definitely. He seems like the type of kid
sharing like people opening their Sanders jerseys for Christmas, like all the Browns fans. Like he probably had like 50 of them on his story. He was sharing every single one of them. Like I thought that was pretty cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah. But
I had a good laid back Christmas. I had 2 days off. I had Christmas Eve and day off and spent some time with the family, the wife and the kids. It was a good time.
There you go.
For sure. Good Christmas.
Man, this is great radio, guys. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's go. We're going to get into some Browns, Steelers, history, stats, and facts. This is brought to you by Bearded Bastards Barbecue Sauce. Use our code BEARDED15 for 50% off your order. Did you guys know since 1950. This team has played a total of 147 times. Steelers lead the series 83-64-1. The tie was in 2018 in a sloppy 21-21 game. That's what we do, 21-21. Can't even score that many points this time. Anyways, we met in the playoffs 3 times, 1994, 2002, and in 2020. The Browns are 1-2 against the Steelers in the playoffs, but the last win was in 2020 when we dominated the first half with 28 points in the first quarter, setting an NFL playoff record. In the first half, scored a total of 35 points. The Steelers only scored 10. We went on to win in that COVID game. Remember that weird game where nobody was there?
Yeah. I think that's when Kevin was in the basement.
Yeah.
Calling the shots down there in the basement because he was down with the old COVID.
Yeah, we ended that game winning, obviously, but the score was 48-37. So that was the game where Big Ben was literally sitting there crying. And I wish I would have pulled that picture up. I'm going to find that picture. You guys go ahead and talk about that game or any other game you want for a second?
No, I'll go over that real quick, man, because us being Browns fans, because it started right off the rip with that snap, from Pouncey. I believe it was Pouncey to center and going in the end zone. And then I'm like, all right, cool, man, this is great. I kept my mouth quiet and shut because we were dominating so well that I felt like if I said anything or enjoyed it too much, we would end up losing that game. So I remained humbled. To almost like the fourth, because them guys ended up putting points back up there too. But everything was going so well for us. I didn't want to jump around and celebrate too early because I know how the Browns can be. But what a game that was, man. That was awesome to see that,
48 points, like that takes us 3 or 4 weeks this year.
Yeah, right.
I forgot that Pittsburgh I don't remember if they how close it actually felt, but I forgot that it was the score was relatively close when the game ended.
Yeah, going into halftime, it was like a blowout. It was wow, this is really happening right now. Wow.
Yeah. And it kind of sucks because it's that was awesome in the Big Ben picture. I'll always remember that. But then you kind of, not to get ahead of ourselves, but then just how the next week in Kansas City, man, it was that sucked. But at least we got to take Pittsburgh down in Big Ben's last year.
Yeah, that Kansas City game was rough to watch. I don't know. Swanson helmet to helmet hit, man, is all I got to say. And we were, screwed up again. Screwed out of another game. So, yeah.
All right, we'll get it back.
I can't find one without re-sizing it.
But we've had some good games, man. They hold the all-time record against us, but I don't know. We've been, I remember James Harrison hitting.
Is there any teams that we've played that don't hold the all-time record against us?
The Titans.
I'm sure there probably is. Sure there probably is.
They've been around for only a little bit,
right? That's why it matters.
Sure. Or did they take the lead 3 weeks ago when we lost that game?
No, I think we're 12-10 against them. So now it's 12-11. So we're still ahead, I believe.
Yeah.
The Turnpike rivalry started in 1950 when the Cleveland Browns moved to the NFL. We definitely dominated them the first 8 games. What's that? Wait. Oh, I see what you did there, Gary. You blocked me off there. Dominating the Steelers the first 8 meetings, 31-9, all the way up to 69. The Steelers started rising in the 70s, and then they started their Super Bowl era, which that's why I think the rivalry actually started. Obviously, we all started off in the same division, the AFC Central at the time, but the Steelers won their 4 Super Bowls in the 70s and were the first team to win it back-to-back in 74 and 75, as well as 78 and 79 seasons.
Well, the 50s and 60s belong to the Browns. The 70s belong to the Steelers. And so have the 80s and 90s and 2000s and 2010s, and just kind of in that situation, And so I feel like that's why, we feel that rivalry here in Cleveland with the Steelers. But honestly, the people in Pittsburgh do not feel that rivalry with us too much any longer. which is why, like, I think at any cost, at any point, doesn't matter what's going on, you have to beat the Steelers. I'm not into, losing for draft picks. It's never really worked in the past. That doesn't work. I feel like that perpetuates a losing culture. And so I know there's a lot of people out there right now that are rooting for a Browns loss. Say, oh, the Steelers are going to ruin it for the Browns. Let me tell you something. The Browns do a pretty good job of ruining it for the Browns themselves. The Browns ruin it every year in the draft room.
What?
Not last year.
Yeah, that's my point.
You don't know. You've had a couple guys that have had good rookie years.
I mean, maybe if we take 5 quarterbacks next year instead of 2.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not going to matter if Kevin's trying to develop somebody. So,
yeah. But no, I agree. It's like, I don't. And what are we? If we lose, are we going to be getting the first or second pick?
It still can be out there. It's still fathomable. Right now, we're in the third. We are at number 3 in draft position right now, and Giants are at 1, and then I believe Titans are at 2.
Vegas is behind us now.
Yes, I believe so. Yes, and if we lose out, them teams end up winning. I looked at some of their schedules. They have games that look like they can win. I'm sure that they're trying not to, but there's a chance that we still have pretty good chance of still getting that number 1 draft spot.
Yeah,
possible.
But I just don't necessarily know why that we're rooting for that. I mean, we'll
get to that.
I was looking at the notes and I knew Gary was bringing it up because him and I think both agree and we're waiting to argue, but we'll hold off on it.
Oh, I'm waiting.
Yeah, but they had to go back to like the history stuff. Like, the Steelers had the blueprint in the 70s. Man, they had Bradshaw. Obviously, he was a great quarterback, but they had John Stallworth and Lynn Swann. Like, they had playmakers at the receiver position, and they've continued to have playmakers like Antonio Brown and, I mean, DK Metcalf now when he's not beating up fans.
It's coming out the day he went after him because they called him by his government name.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's mad.
His government name is DeKalin, so I guess I could see it.
Speculation. Nobody knows what was said between them 2 guys except them.
And
2 guys.
They've had history. Yeah. Like, I guess DK reported him previously, and it's the same guy. So the dude seems like a weirdo, like a fan following DK around the country talking crap.
Yeah, I did see that. I did see that too. Like he's a stalker. There's going to be always people like that. DK should know better than that to even let that guy get that much into him. I mean, I'm a firm believer. This is me. I mean, and they're on the spotlight all the time. You can say whatever you want to me, but when it comes to you putting hands on me, that changes the whole story around. So, I mean, it's words, dude. You're going to have that. People don't like you.
I tell you what. People out there, do not feel free to say anything you want to me.
I don't care. You say whatever.
I'm telling you right now, guys, if DK Metcalf would have punched me, I would have flying kicked that dude off of that banister right there. And
you should. What you should do is fall out.
You wouldn't be here you wouldn't be hosting this podcast today because he would have killed you.
Yeah, DK Metcalf is like the most physical specimen of physical specimens.
Yeah, he is pretty big.
That's what I'm saying though. Like, I want a guy like that. Like, it's so obvious. Like, get a tall physical receiver that can catch the ball.
I was saying that last show. We need a physical. Physical receiver.
That's a tight end, right? He's
a
receiver.
Harold
receiver.
Mm-hmm.
All right, guys, let's get.
That's our hybrid tight end. Look that term up. You can line them up anywhere. That's what hybrid means.
So what are we talking about? Well, we got 1989. This was before I was even born. This is the year before I was born. What did it say? The Browns destroyed the Steelers.
This is the last year of Browns prime. It was 1989.
Okay, calm down, Chad.
51-0. Again,
that's awesome.
Would that take us now to like 5 games, 51 points?
No, we're only averaging 16 some points a game. So yeah.
And this is also, if I remember, it's like one of the last games of Schottenheimer, right? And then we go to Bud Carson after this.
Buddy Carson.
We go to Bud Carson.
Yeah, I have no idea that guy existed. I've never heard of him. All I know is that
So
Like,
let me tell you.
I
I'll
know-
tell you. I'm gonna give you a little Browns history here. So,
Yeah.
Art Modell, is upset
I
that
know
Marty
him.
Schottenheimer can't get the Browns past, the AFC Championship level. So we go. I believe Bud Carson was the defensive coordinator for the Eagles. I think defensive coordinator. So he's this, and he is going to be the guy that comes in, and he's better than Schottenheimer. He's going to fix it, and he takes a team that went to the AFC Championship to a 3-12 record the next year.
Is this like the Reggie White Eagles? Was he?
Might be the end of the Reggie. Yeah, it might be the end of the Reggie White Eagles.
Yeah. And then he come like we just went back.
Oh,
to
then he just took him
whatever.
into the toilet, and then that's when Belichick comes in.
Okay.
So we had 1 year of this guy,
Yeah,
Bud
now
Carson, that was just
Schottenheimer to
one of the
Belichick.
worst years of football you've ever seen.
Yeah. See, I thought it went from Schottenheimer to Belichick, so that's good to know that we screwed up another coaching search in between there.
Oh no, yeah. This is like I said, none of this is new, man.
Yeah. All right.
No, this
All
is
right,
new.
Well,
well, we got-
I was 4 years old when all that happened, but I do have a picture that Sam wanted me to bring up this morning, and
Yeah,
it
we
is
got
a
some
legend.
notable pictures. We do have legendary, I think they're frame-worthy pictures over the years of some of the Browns versus Steelers. Being a Browns fan, these are ones that I would hang on my wall.
Go ahead, Sam. You got this.
Turkey Jones comes to mind.
Yeah.
The back suplex to Terry Bradshaw right on the nugget. And I'm sure that lives through Terry's mind still to this day. That's one of the main ones. I like that picture because it highlights Turkey Jones, and then you got Bradshaw in the black and white. That's a picture-worthy picture right there.
And that was
But we
not
think
a
that's what
that
caused-
was even a penalty back in
Yeah.
the 70s. That was just a clean hit.
Yeah,
Do you think that's what caused Terry Bradshaw to lose all that hair on the top of his head?
it might. I definitely think that. Look, it already looks like his neck's going down into his lower extremities.
So I know some of you guys believe in curses on the show. Let me ask you this: do you believe that this is the beginning of the curse for the Browns? So this happens, and now we have all of the shots that Pittsburgh has taken on us. We have the Antonio Brown karate kick to our punter.
Yeah.
About 10 years ago.
I swear when I watched that, I heard hi-ya.
It was like, jump 3 or 4 yards and just kick him in the face.
Right. I'm gonna act like I'm gonna jump over this dude, but I'm gonna straight kick him in this grill.
I was gonna cleat him right in his chest.
What about
Yeah.
James Harrison laying the wood to our boy Cribbs, man, Josh Cribbs.
Oh,
Man.
yeah.
He knocked the soul out of Josh on that one.
They were teammates, I think, at Kent State.
Yeah. I'll hit some of the comments. Ron Rados, every one of these seasons is etched into me and Sam's brain for eternity, built into our DNA. You got that right, buddy. We're born into this. We're not just given a team. We're born into it.
And we got this.
Yeah, he killed McCoy too.
There you go. That you could put that in a snow globe and just shake it up, man. I mean, literally, that's what it is. There's another picture frame worthy. That was last season. Jameis said that this was one of his favorite games ever. He never played snow like that. And after the game, they were all doing snow angels. Man, what a great win that was. What a tough season, because we only won 3 that season too. Thanks, Kevin. But that was definitely a picture frame worthy picture there for sure.
You want another picture frame worthy one? This is the notable Myles Garrett helmet incident with Mason Rudolph in 2019.
They should have that picture should be at every Chuck E. Cheese by the whack-a-mole machine. What a great picture that is. Man, when that happened, I was like, I'm like, Miles, man, like, you're doing so good. I wasn't happy that happened. But, hey, you know what? That's another thing where everybody was speculating what was said between them two guys.
Yeah, I was happy that I would have I don't know, man. I know they say words are words, man, but I wish that when he ripped that helmet off, his head was in it.
Yeah, that was a pretty crazy chain of events that happened there, and I remember just going, man, this kid's making a legacy. Don't let this destroy your legacy. This will be an asterisk next to you.
Who would have ever figured that Mason Rudolph would still have a job with the Steelers at this point?
Yeah, right.
6 years later, he's still with them.
I've been saying, I said probably like 3 episodes ago, I want to see Miles break the sack record there in Pittsburgh. I said that way back, and I want Aaron Rodgers. I don't want Aaron Rodgers to be hurt. Maybe paint a picture of we're getting our asses handed to us, so they sit Aaron and they bring in Mason. How sweet would it be for Miles to break that record? But I would like him to actually get one on Rodgers. He's never gotten one on Rodgers, so that's something he's chasing also. But this is the game. We get this. I didn't think we were going to get it in Buffalo. It looked like we should have, but we didn't. We got the half sack, which I don't even want to get into that. I don't even know how you got a half sack out of that. I'm not taking nothing away from Miles. I'm not taking nothing away from Miles, but rules are rules, man. I mean, I don't want no asterisks next to his accomplishment when, because that's what they're going to bring up.
But some people
Mason Graham touched him in the end zone, plays over. That should be awarded to Mason, not a split sack. But
that's a reason for Pittsburgh fans to blow it up and say we didn't get it in 15 games and he didn't do it. That half sack was a joke. Whatever. I'm waiting for it.
Well, I'll tell you what. I just want to make sure I want to check in on Dan Elpert. He says that he fell asleep in an old man, and I just want to make sure there was consent from the old man he fell asleep in.
I fell asleep in an old man. I can't stay up there.
Well, yeah.
No, I get it.
Well, I don't want us to get kicked off of social media. I won't say anything else.
Yeah. That's I'm sitting there trying to think before I speak. No, it's a little rough.
I can't even make jokes about Pittsburgh's quarterback because of who our quarterback is. So,
yeah, it's true.
We'll skip it.
Yeah, he's an old man, man. It's autocorrect. I'm with you, Dan. I'm with you. I got your back, buddy. I got your back.
So before we move along into the offensive and defensive game plan here, I guess Sam and Logan were talking last night, and Logan, the question is do you have your guitar next to you?
I do.
I was looking like
I said it there 20 minutes ago. I knew it was there, but I forgot. Yeah, it's there.
Do you want to play a song for everybody?
Sure.
All right.
Oh man, here we go.
All right, let's see. So this is we'll see. It's the same thing I do with all the other ones. I write it, play it once, record it, and then never play it again unless I'm on here. Then I play it a second time. So
that's all right. That's all right. Just getting your push, brother.
Yeah, this is to spread more Christmas cheer. The Browns don't really give us anything to be happy about around the holidays, unless you're Sam or Mike. Then a high draft pick, I guess, is all that matters. So let's see. All right, Santa Claus is coming to town. It's no fun now. Oh, look, another offsides, another sack on 4th down. Who's on our offensive line? It's just another season cheering for the Browns. I think it's better than the original.
There you go.
The quarterback list that goes 40 names deep. Will we continue to suck even after we move the team? It's just another season cheering for the Browns. I see fumbles while I'm sleeping. Judy drops while I'm awake. I know we've never been too good, but just win one for goodness sake. No fun now. Oh, look, another offsides, another sack on 4th down. Who's on our offensive line? It's just another season cheering for the Browns.
All right. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's great.
There it is.
I got to do golf clap over here.
Yeah. Take my strong hand. Oh, that was bad.
Thank God. So if Jerry Jeudy is listening, which I'm sure he is, I'm sorry for that joke. Don't give me the DK Metcalf treatment at the game tomorrow.
Jerry Jeudy brings that on himself, man. There's no apologies there.
That's
true.
True.
Even if you were to throw hands with him, he can't catch them. So
Eek. There we go. Yeah, Browns Christmas music.
Thank you,
Yes.
man. That was awesome. Appreciate
That
it.
was good.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. Thank you.
Speaking of injuries, Sam is obviously on the IR, but he's here on the show. But for Browns injuries, guys, it's
My God.
not horrible, but it's not wonderful as well. Harold Fannon's questionable with a groin injury. He had limited practice yesterday. Dylan Gabriel, his left shoulder. I don't know how he did that. Questionable, limited practice yesterday. Miles Harden, limited practice all week, questionable. Sam Kamara, limited practice all week, questionable. David Njoku, knee, non-injury related personal injury, did not practice at all this week. He is out for the game. Winston Reed, back issues, out for the week. Had limited practice all week, though. Dylan Sampson's questionable, limited practice all week. And Wyatt Teller with a calf injury, limited practice all week, questionable. Denzel Ward, 2 days limited practice and full practice on Friday, so he'll be good to go. The Steelers side of the ball, why is their list so small compared to ours? Jalen Ramsey, obviously, the cornerback, questionable. Kelvin Austin III did not practice at all. He's out. Brandon Eccles is out. James Pierre out. Isaac Samuelo is questionable. But look at that last name down there at the bottom. I don't know if Cameron Hayward's going to be out or not. They have nothing there, but he had limited practice and did not practice on Friday, which would be good. He's getting old anyways. But TJ Watt out, limited practice, and also, I guess, limited lung capacity, it sounds like, but
Yeah,
he is out.
You're such a beast. You got 2 lungs. What's wrong with you, man? Get out there. You got 2 of them. What the hell?
Yeah. But that is your injury report.
Did you see the Wyatt
I see.
Teller? He's questionable, I know. And Stefanski once again said, like, if he is able to go, it's going to be a rotation. Like, he's not going to be fully starting. It'll be, I've never, like, maybe it happens a lot, but I've never heard that. Like, just to rotate linemen so much throughout the game. Usually you want some consistency there. But
I think that I imagine that they do that. I just can't imagine that it's usually a point of a press conference for a head coach talking about his offensive lineman rotation.
That's probably why I've never heard it, because nobody ever talks about it.
Yeah,
I mean, it does happen. It does.
Yeah.
A lot.
Right.
So, yeah, we're going to get back into this, guys. Browns are currently third in the 2026 draft selection. Is this a must-win game or a lose game to keep the draft presence alive? Steelers are currently number 4 seed in the AFC. They play us and the Ravens. So, I mean, the Ravens got to win, right? And if Pittsburgh beats us, it's going to be even better for them. But if we beat them and the Ravens win, that could move some stuff down.
It's never, I don't know, man. So I think we're kind of getting into this now where Logan and I have been kind of chomping at the bit here.
Take the gloves off unless you're Sam.
And I've talked about this all season long, and this is just like another example of it. We need to stop like the loser culture here in Cleveland. And part of that loser culture is lose for the draft pick. And that's just enough is enough of that. We've done that a lot. How many times have we done that over the last how many decades for the Browns? You want to lose for the draft pick, you lose for the draft pick, and then you blow the draft pick. It's just I'm tired of it. For me, right now you're building for next year, and you build better for next year by trying to win, by trying to build a winning culture around the quarterback that you already have that you should be building around. By making this a 5-win team instead of a 3-win team. By showing some sort of improvement from last year. Right now you're going to go back-to-back 3. That's the whole thing against Stefanski right now, is that he's going to have back-to-back 3-win seasons. Well, do something about that. Do not allow the season to end with 3 wins. Beat the Steelers. It's not like we're facing the Super Bowl champions who aren't the Steelers. You know what I mean? Like this is a rivalry game. And this is an opportunity to try and at least end the season on a good note. You could beat them, and then you beat the Bengals, so at least you got 2 wins in the AFC North going into the end of the year. I mean, if there was a Peyton Manning, right? If there was an Andrew Luck, then I understand that, maybe you want to lose for the draft pick, but there's one of those every 20 years, and that guy is not in this draft.
That's to be unknown. That's to be determined at this point. One, we don't know where we're going to be picking at. Two, there's plenty of other teams that need quarterbacks coming in.
Well, no, it's not to be determined whether or not the guy's there. Andrew Luck and Peyton Manning, they knew those guys were going to be number one overall. The whole, you know what I mean? Like those guys were blue chip.
LeBron James was in the draft.
Yeah, you have to take LeBron James. You have to take Andrew Luck. You had to. Sometimes there are years where there are guys that you have to take, where you trade, where they are such a bright and such a great prospect that you trade everything. You know, if you have the trade capital, you trade it for him. That guy's not in this draft. So
well, half of them wind up being bust anyways. So it doesn't matter because college and NFL is completely different. You got to be able to. You have to be able to develop a quarterback in the NFL, and it seems we can't do that. Look at Deshaun Watson being an elite quarterback, comes here and then bombs. Like I get it, he took a year off and then the suspension. But you got to question yourself sometimes. Is that a scheme thing? And I'm not going to get too far off topic here, but we're going to go back into this. I'm 50-50 with winning or losing this game. It is a bitter rivalry. We all hate the Steelers. I would like to send them away with a win at home, to be honest. But at the same time, since you guys all think Andrew Berry sucks, either way you say it, he's going to ruin the draft, which I don't believe. I think with the 2 first-round picks that we have, unfortunately, the Jaguars are doing spectacularly this year. So it is a lot that's going to happen in this draft this year. And Andrew Berry made a smart trade last year to get that Mason Graham deal done. It worked out perfect for us so far. Everybody that believes Mason Graham isn't a great player right now, your defensive linemen aren't going to be wowing you in stats. So,
yeah,
this has been Andrew Berry's best draft class so far, as long as we've had him here. That's my opinion. We all have him.
No, for sure it has.
Also, you mean just even the move of getting Tyson Campbell over here for Greg Newsome. Another great move during the season. So, I mean, he's I mean, of all the years, this is finally what we've been wanting, and we're finally getting that. So, you know, and as far as, you know, giving up, trying to get a first round pick, I don't think that's destroying a winning culture when you don't have nothing to win. There's nothing to win right now. Your season's over. You know, I look at it this way. Wouldn't you guys want, I mean, we know what we need. Okay. Let's say they go, okay, we're going to build around Shedeur Sanders next season. Okay. Don't you want him to have a top tier wide receiver coming out of the draft? Wouldn't you want if you had the number one pick, wouldn't you want the number one top wide receiver? Why would you want to wait till 3?
I would in that situation anyways.
If that's what you need to do to get a new winning culture, is to get more winning people over here.
I'm going to go grab a coffee. Hold on.
Why wouldn't you want the top guy?
I think I would rather have those 2 extra wins at the end of the year and improve from 3 wins to 5 wins and have the 7th pick in the draft than the first overall pick. Because it's a continuation. We've had the first overall pick.
We haven't had no picks in years. We finally got picks. We haven't had no picks in years because of Deshaun Watson.
And who made those trades? The front office. Whoever was it decided to do it in the front office, and I was behind it when they did it, but it ended up being a bad move. And so so you have to like live and die with the decisions that you make.
We had we had 2 number 1 overall picks back-to-back years, and one of them still on our team, setting a sack record on a 3-win team, and the other one's no longer here. So I get it, and I think if we had number 1 anyways, like we'd probably trade that would probably net us more picks in the end. It could be good, but I don't know. Like, it's just like somebody, I think Gary, you might have said it. Like Pittsburgh doesn't even care about us. Like, they don't see it as a rivalry. Like in a perfect world, we could win the game and then still find a way to get into the number, like get a top 2 pick. But I don't know.
Believe me, they still see it as a rivalry. The fans, the fan base does for sure.
I don't know, man. I can go into Pittsburgh wearing all Browns gear and not get messed with anymore. I've done it. I've walked into Heinz Field in Browns gear for Browns Steelers games and not had to worry about my life.
Gary was at the wrong stadium the whole time.
Yell at DK Metcalf, call him his government name, and then you'll have to fear for your life if you call DK government name.
You know, people actually take sympathy on you as a Browns fan when you go to Pittsburgh.
You guys want to see a picture of DK Metcalf and Gary? Boom.
Is that me slamming DK Metcalf?
Yes. Yes.
Nice.
I don't know. It's hard to root to lose, man. Like, I don't know. Like, it's
I'm not rooting to lose.
Yeah.
I just don't. You don't.
But you kind of are because you'll be upset.
You don't have nothing to win for. You have nothing to win for. There's nothing to win for. I would rather have a top receiver at one.
Like those guys that have
a top offensive lineman at one.
Garrett wants to, like, if Myles Garrett wants to win the game, then we should win the game. Like the guys.
Everybody says we need receivers and offensive linemen to fix this team, but yet you don't want to have a top first pick offensive lineman or wide receiver because you'd rather just win against the Steelers just because it's the Steelers.
I don't think it's an either or.
Two favorite teams.
It's not an either or.
Cleveland Browns, whoever's playing Pittsburgh. But in this scenario, I don't care. What is it? What is it there for?
It's not an either or. And the guy and the teams that do have the good offensive linemen and the good wide receivers didn't get them with the first overall pick. They got them throughout the draft, and they develop. You know what I mean? Like the first overall pick never ends up being what it's supposed to be.
Let's have a number 3 pick, and we just trade it down anyway. So I guess you guys are right, because if we have a first pick, Barry will probably trade down. If we have a third pick, Gary's probably going to trade down.
Yeah, and it's like whoever we're going to try to get to Carnell Tate at 6, someone will get him at 5, and then it's like I don't know what we'll do. I don't care what pick we have as long as we get a receiver with the first pick. Get the dude from Tyson from Arizona State or Carnell Tate. I don't care what number we pick them. Just pick one of them.
He's been bringing Ohio State guys here, and Michigan guys.
You might not get a chance to get them if they get picked at 1 or 2. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean they might be good. That they're both pretty good. So who knows if they'll be there?
We'll see.
Yeah,
all speculation, people. We're just guys talking some football, so it's all speculation. Until you hear how it goes down, it's all speculation.
Yes. The spread for tomorrow's games, -3 for Pittsburgh. Money lines at -175 for Pittsburgh, and the over/under is at 34.5. 34.5 points. Who's going to score all them points?
So what's Pittsburgh's over? 31?
You guys think they're going to go over or under 34.5? I think it's over.
I think it's over, and it's not going to be us scoring many of them.
Stop it.
Well, actually, no. I forgot my prediction is that I'll hold on to it, but I got us winning this game.
So do I.
It's going to be another close. It's going to be another close game. Tomorrow's weather looks completely horrible. Man.
Hold on, Sam.
Here we go.
I'm a Steelers fan who randomly found this podcast. I will always view the Browns as a rival, as they nearly always play hard against us, especially in Cleveland. Good luck Sunday.
Thank you.
Boom. Thank you, the Pittsburgh Toddy.
Yeah. So their fans still look at it as a rivalry.
Oh, so you guys are going to trust a Steelers fan over a Browns fan?
Yes, his name is the Pittsburgh Toddy. Come on,
no,
you got to trust that guy.
It's a rival guy against a rival guy, and that's still who he looks for. So I mean, but that's right. I forgot it's the Ravens. How stupid am I? Oh, it's the Ravens. It's got to be the Ravens.
Yes.
Ravens are the number 1. Yeah, man.
Gary, come on, man.
In week 6, meeting the Steelers, the Steelers won 23-9. Rodgers had 235 yards, 2 touchdowns. DK had 95 yards and a touchdown. But we have already talked about it. DK Metcalf will not be in this game due to throwing hands with a fan.
2-game suspension, I believe. But he'll be there.
Real quick, can I go back? Can I go back real quick? Because I'm looking at the Pittsburgh Toddy real quick. Like, that is such a pat on the head, feel bad for you, little brother cousin thing that they said to us, right? So this is the point that I'm making, where we're not a rival, right? I'm a Steelers fan. You guys always play hard against us, especially in Cleveland. You guys play so hard against us. You guys really try. You try so hard against us. Let me pat you on the head. They don't view us as a rival.
You look like a leprechaun.
A rival is somebody who can defeat you. A rival is somebody who rivals you, who can defeat you. They don't view us as somebody. They just.
So then, how is the Ravens a rival?
Right
we
there.
don't beat them either, Gary.
Yeah,
that's true. I mean, I don't think the Browns.
We don't have any
nobody
rivals
views the
anymore
Browns. Nobody views the Browns as a rival.
Yeah, the whole AFC North does.
Yeah, you do. You go back.
No,
in
they don't. They view the Browns. They view the Browns as the basement.
You must have missed the beginning of the show. You go back to 1950. Okay, that's the rivalry. It goes back that far.
Yeah, it's over, buddy. But that rivalry is over. It is.
No, it's not.
It is too far from every time when the Bengals and the Steelers and the Ravens look at the schedule, it's 2 wins automatically for them. When they look at that schedule, that's not a rivalry.
Yes, it is.
It's not.
Pittsburgh don't like us. Rivaled. We don't like Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh could care less. They think we play hard.
Well, we'll see.
We'll see you tomorrow. Watch. You're going to see the Browns play different. You're going to see the Browns play different tomorrow.
I don't want the Browns to do good tomorrow because I want that number 1 pick. I'm going to say what I say. I'm going to stand on that stand. That's the way it goes. But I swear, this will be the Browns. So the Browns thing.
If you guys want to see a picture of me and Gary, here's a picture of me and Gary.
Jerry Judy.
Garrett.
Thanks for interrupting me, Mike. Thanks for interrupting me. Jerry Judy's going to go out there, have like 350 yards and 4 touchdowns and ruin it for me. That's what he's going to do. Play like ass all year, and then he's going to go out there and he'll have a career day against us. You know, when it don't count.
See, Pittsburgh Toddy, what he said. I didn't mean that in a mocking tone. Remember the last time we played in the playoffs. So we got to talk about losing culture, Gary. You're sitting here arguing that this guy can't view us as a rival because we're so bad. He's trying to give us some props here, and we won't even accept the props.
I'm accepting them.
I accept it. Because Gary's on his own island over there.
I'm just saying, man. I don't think. But like you don't. When you have a rival, you're not giving them props. You're saying F them. I hate them. You know what I mean? Like you want.
That's the whole rivalry point. That's how. It
works. It's not a rivalry. He's wishing us luck, and he's telling us that we're doing a good job.
I can't wait to see you in person so I could pat you on the head and say you're such a cute little guy.
Oh, it's only because you're 8 foot tall, dude.
All right, guys, let's get into the offensive game plan brought to you by Doug White, Allstate Insurance Agency. Give Doug White a call. He'll save you some money on your insurance. Does everything, boat, car, house, everything covered. Saved me $60 a month. Can't beat it. Give him a call. Check him out. Guys, last week against the Bills, Sanders went 20 for 29 with 157 yards, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, sacked twice with a 64.9 rate. Sanders can get out of the pocket. Last week, he led the team in rushing again with 4 attempts for 49 yards. It's 12.3 yards a carry. It's not bad. Leading rusher for 2 weeks in a row. And then I put sad face. Oh yeah. He does make fun of our elf. Well, that's funny, Pittsburgh Toddy, because Gary is our elf of the show. So go ahead and make fun of him.
Yeah,
I like how they're.
Although I got a elf behind me, I'm not a big fan of the elf, and I've always said it because they draw the elf holding the football like a loaf of bread. Actually, hold the football.
Yeah, but that was the logo when they were winning championships, which you guys said is just as good as Super Bowl championships.
Wait, you guys.
Yeah,
dude, he looks like Jerry Judy back there about to fumble the ball. Look how he's holding the ball. Move your head, Sam. Look at that. Jerry Judy hold all day.
Yeah, it's out there at the 50-yard line. Well, it's not out there this year, but they put him out there. It's embarrassing. I like when the guy took the truck. Remember when the guy took the truck and broke into the stadium and he did burn turf marks all around?
Oh, yeah, he turfed it. That was great. He was a hero that week.
Yeah. You could see it on TV, too. It was crazy. You could tell where the tire marks were at. They tried to cover it up.
Yeah.
I was hoping the truck would knock the ball out of the elf and he would pick it up and hold it right. Well, that didn't happen.
I will tell you what.
That guy was and is a hero.
Yeah. Oh, no, now Logan's our hero because he's the only one that gets us through the week with his beautiful music about our Cleveland Browns. So you guys check him out.
I don't want us to lose for the draft pick. I want us to lose so I can make another song.
Let me ask you, if we ever have a good game and something that we are able to be happy about, will there be a happy song? Is that in your
I'm
catalog?
trying. I think one of you guys threw out like Higher by Creed. Like that might be a good one.
There you go.
We'll see. Or Bruno Mars song or something.
You guys, did anybody know that the name of the Pittsburgh Steelers mascot was Steely McBeam?
Huh.
Yeah.
No.
There needs to be a song about Steely McBeam. And for anybody that says anything about the elf, shut up. The Steelers are called Steely McBeam.
That's pretty Steely McBeam.
Steely McBeam, get out of
It
here.
sounds like a 1970s radio host. Hey, this is Steely McBeam.
Yeah, like at least the elf is magic. Their mascot is a steel worker.
Right.
Blue collar.
What is that in blue collar? It's a steel. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, dude.
Steely McBeam.
Steely McBeam. Couldn't even. Oh wow.
That's funny.
That is kind of funny.
That is really fun. I never knew that. Thank you, Pittsburgh Toddy. That's
Maybe you are a rival again.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's all you. Thank you. Thank you, Steely McBeam.
Yeah.
We averaged 16.4 points per game, 31st in the NFL. Last week against the Bills, we scored 20 points and went 8 for 14 on third down, which is insane. I think you have a stat for that, Sam.
Yeah, actually, I looked up because I seen that stat and I looked it up. I wanted to know where we were at on third downs all season. And the average third down conversion percentage for NFL team is like 38.8. We're slightly under that, which is a lot to me because once you put the numbers together, we're at 37% on third down conversions. For the season, we've had 70 conversions on third down out of 210 attempts. So there's no production there. That's not how you get down the field and score points, man. I thought that was an astronomical amount. 70 conversions to 210, man. Got to be better than that.
Wildcat on third down.
Yeah. You know what? While we're on this real quick, this Cam Robinson guy, how they keep even putting this guy out on the line? You've been watching this guy try to block? He's not even trying to block. What a dope. You should be ashamed of yourself, Cam Robinson. You're horrible. Yeah. Who are you out there? Who are you playing for?
Who?
He's playing for the mascot.
He's garbage, bro. Like, I watched this guy. He's out there just collecting a check and not even trying to do anything. It's
just taking the money. You're just taking the money.
It's crazy. I mean, this guy has not done shit for blocking. I don't put it up.
We almost made it. I've been watching the clock. Can we go the full time without saying a swear word? There it is.
Well, I can't hold them all back, man. And it seemed like
guys, he meant poop.
And it seemed like it's in the worst times that this dude is just being an open barn door for guys getting in on the quarterback. I mean, it's just no blocking there, man. So
maybe we can sign Jedrick Wills back and talk to the league, and maybe they'll let us put both of them out there at the same time. Have 6 linemen.
Yeah, right.
Or Harold Fannin move over to that side since he shouldn't be playing receiver like we all know, or shouldn't have to be our receiver.
Actually, Harold Fannin, right? I seen that he has the top, not yards. He's got top catches of all the rookies, receptions of all the rookies this season.
Yeah,
which is pretty good.
How do we feel about that?
I feel great about it. Anytime we got some positive news coming out of a rookie, I think it's pretty good. Just like Carson Schlesinger and,
not if you're Gary Fair.
Yeah.
Are we going to get into this? I know.
No, we're not. We're going to move on to the running back
room,
guys. With Judkins out for the year, Dylan Sampson's questionable. We may see some more Raheem Sanders, which went 11 for. They had 11 attempts last week for 42 yards. He looked good though to me. I honestly, he has some shine there.
It's Rocket Sanders, right? They're calling him Rocket.
Yeah, Rocket Sanders.
I love it.
He is me and Sam were actually talking about it last week. Like, he looked pretty good out there, was able to find a hole. Let's see what he could do this week, hopefully.
I mean, he's definitely that change of pace guy that they've been looking for. Would have been nice to see him, earlier. Would have been nice to see him with Judkins. Yeah. It's kind of like that change of pace. But, it's
Sampson did it too. Like I think the first game, Sampson had a pretty good game. And then we never really saw him for like another 5 or 6 weeks after that. Like, they just didn't.
Yeah, it's what I don't understand. Even, I don't know, man. Like, I was, envisioning things different this year. I'm sure a lot of us fans were, with the acquisition of Sampson, Judkins. I was wanting to see once in a while split back formation, however you wanted to line it up, quarterback under center, or
but
both in the
had
shotgun.
You had Chubb and Hunt, and you didn't do split back. So you're going to do split back with 2 rookies?
Well,
and that's the thing, and that's a so that's going, and that goes to your
try something different than the. Why don't you try something different than the same stuff that's not been working? Is what I'm getting at.
Split back if we're in the Wildcat. That's a fact.
So.
If Judkins is our playing quarterback on 2-point conversions, we can't run split back.
Yeah, but I think Kevin really needs to get another quarterback so we can see if that's the problem again this year.
No, really, I think 7 quarterbacks for him would be like 7's the number.
I think Steve Smith said it. It was it always turns into the quarterback, I know, but he said like counted out how many quarterbacks Stefanski has had, and I don't know what it was, like 17, whatever the number was. He was like 14 guys. You can't make it work with any of them. Like how many times is it just going to be the quarterback's fault?
He's had him tall, he's had him short, he's had a scrambler, he's had a pocket guy. He can't do nothing with nobody. If anybody's still sitting here going, one more try for Kevin Stefanski, I mean, you just want to have one more losing season till I'm sure. Get out of here.
13 quarterbacks.
13
ridiculous.
Yeah.
You can't even make he can't even make one of them look halfway decent. I'm not looking for all-star, all-pro.
What are you talking about, bro? DTR was amazing.
You can't. Well, there's a few exceptions of some guys that were just garbage to begin with. So, but
listen, guys, I think Deshaun Kaiser is the quarterback of the future. We need to give him another run. He's learned a lot over the last few years, and I think that Stefanski can turn him into something.
Do you think if we call him DK, it would work better?
Yeah, maybe.
Right.
I wish that Brandon Whedon had a few more years at college under his belt before we picked him. I think that would have really worked. If he got
I don't like my rookie quarterback unless he's like old enough to run for president.
Yeah.
Yeah, a good point. Let's bring up something. I'm going to bring up Harold Fannin, guys, and this is going to make Gary ultra mad because
I think Gary and I always agree with we seem to agree a lot. So let's hear it.
You could line him up at halfback and take him out of the tight end position completely. He's thumbing up that.
I'm thumbing up Harold Fannin. I'm not. So here, guys, here's the thing. So we had a chat about a week ago offline here where we were talking about the importance of the tight end position. And my take on it was that on a 3-win team, right, the tight end having good receiving stats is not that impressive. No matter who that tight end is, because somebody has to catch the ball.
So I want whatever you're injecting, not even smoking.
It's right.
Great.
So like
it's great what he's doing, like that's awesome. But it's some of it is that we don't have any other options.
Yeah.
That's where the ball has to go because everybody else sucks.
Yeah,
so it's the only one getting open.
But
you guys know he's targeted like 22% of the game.
I'm happy for him. Yeah, and that's the whole point. Is that I'm happy for him, and it's great that he can do this, right? But I'm not. Harold Fannin should not be okay. So this is the second part, guys, is that there are people on this podcast that think that Fannin should be put out as a wide receiver.
Nobody ever said that.
He did. Because it'll create mismatches, and the mismatches that will create is that you have a tight end lined up as a wide receiver who can't get to his spot fast enough. That's a mismatch it'll create. So you'll have another guy.
Well, you don't have to get to a spot fast enough if you're on the goal line.
I think Kelsey.
You can put him out there.
That's a particular situation. We're not talking.
Well, it's still putting him out as a wideout, though. So what are you talking about?
Well, you're talking about throughout the game.
Yes.
You're talking about situational football.
Goal line pit. Yes. Situational football. I didn't say put him out there the whole time he's a wide receiver. That I did not say. Did I say put him out there sometimes as a wideout? Yes.
I mean,
but you didn't say it. But you didn't say in goal line, which is what you would need to say in this situation to use.
No, I don't have. Well, even if it's a first down, you need 2 yards, and you decide to throw it instead of run it. You can put them out there and get a mismatch for 2 yards. Yes, absolutely, Gary. Do I have to keep running this down for you? Do I have to break it all down for you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I just gave you 2 different scenarios. So red zone opportunity, first down opportunity. You can get mismatches out there. You wouldn't think that could possibly be like, say it's 4th and 2 and you're on your 50 and you want to keep driving this play. You don't think that's something that would work?
Well, no, you still use him as your tight end though. You can run a route and get that mismatch and still have your wide receivers where your wide receivers are supposed to be.
I'm just saying you can spread the field a little different. It's going to cause those guys.
If we had,
you know what? Even if he's out there, even if he's out there,
if you have wide receivers, then it's a better mismatch. If he's that good, then make him a wide receiver, and then we can have another tight end that has another mismatch. And then look at how good we are. We have a mismatch at wide receiver, and then we have a mismatch at tight end. But he's not. He's a tight end.
He's a hybrid tight end. If you look up the definition of a hybrid tight end, he can line up anywhere. That means anywhere.
He was at fullback last week at a couple.
And I don't know why they didn't do more of that this year.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love him at fullback.
We're at goal line situation.
I love that.
I'll tell you guys something.
Put him in fullback.
I'll tell you something. Him lining up at the tight end position onto the right side of the line is crucial because this line is such trash.
Yeah,
it gives him opportunity to chip block and then get out there and make a play because we have to get rid of the ball so fast. I do agree with that, but him lining up as a receiver and being the only one that's able to really get open for the most part, you can line him up wherever. Hybrid is correct. I'm not mad that they're doing that, but to have him on the line to help block, is crucial. I think.
Even if
do we all agree?
I'll throw out another scenario, Gary. Just because he's at the wideout spot necessarily doesn't mean that it has to be the number one target play. You know, he can be out there as blocking for the outside.
Real quick. I just want to say that Mike just backed up a point of mine.
That's what I said. I think we're talking to the point that everybody actually agrees.
Yeah.
Like
I don't think it's funny where Gary's like, there ain't no way you can line him up there as a wide receiver. And I give him two scenarios. He's like, well, you didn't say about situations.
I think it's just if we wanted to say that.
No, we were just talking through text message in general and what I was saying is that he's not your wide receiver. This is nice. What he's doing is awesome. And on a good team where you have a functioning offense, having a guy that's able to catch the ball from the tight end position is awesome. But on this on a 3-win team, Harold Fannin is not anything to get excited about.
Absolutely. He's something to get he's your future tight end after David Njoku's out of here. What do you mean he's not something to get excited about?
I will be so excited for once you put together the rest of that offense, then I would be so excited to have a really good wide receiver and a mediocre tight end versus a Pro Bowl tight end and the wide receivers we've had the last 30 years. And
let me ask you this, would you like to get your new prospect number one wide receiver at the first pick in the draft or the third pick in the draft?
I don't care where I get him.
Come on, Gary. I'm asking.
I don't care where I'm telling you. I don't care.
If you're Andrew Berry and
you want two more wins.
And the organization made up their mind that in the first round, we're going to pick a receiver. Would you rather be able to pick the cream of the crop or the bottom of the crop? You want one or you want to pick them at 3?
I think if we have number one, we'd trade to 3 anyways because one of the 2 receivers would be there.
We don't know that.
I mean, it's just we're
going that we're saying that based on because that's what Barry's been doing. What if Barry pulls the hat trick and doesn't?
We're saying that because the Raiders and the Jets both need quarterbacks.
What if he actually drafts an order?
Yeah,
I mean that's a possibility.
Or we stay at 1 and we draft a quarterback, which I don't even want to think about.
Seriously.
I know.
I think Harold Fannin is great. We need to keep him. It's almost like Travis Kelce out on his own. Like there's only so much the dude can do. It's better when Tyreek Hill's out there. So whenever if he is at wide receiver, it's not just Fannin's outright. They're throwing to Fannin outright. Like maybe not because we actually have a playmaker somewhere else.
While we're on the Fannin subject, is there a possibility he could be a key to this game? He did not practice Wednesday and Thursday because of his groin injury. Had limited practice yesterday. He is questionable. But last week he did have 6 targets, only 6 and 4 receptions for 34 yards, a touchdown. It's his 5th touchdown of the year so far. So we got that to look forward to.
I mean, yeah, he could be. I'm not saying the guy's garbage. He's what I'm saying is I'm not excited right now on a 3-12 team about a tight end.
No,
Wouldn't you be excited about your future of that tight end developing here? As you already see what he's done in his rookie year, it would only look like there's going to be a high ceiling for him as we go on into his future as a tight end. We already know that David Njoku's not going to be here forever. You should be excited for that. Hey, it looks like this Fannin guy is going to be our next top, number one tight end. And that's the way it looks right now.
I mean, listen. That is exciting. You know what I mean? It's exciting to be like, oh my god, I'm going to get a really nice Olympic-sized pool, but if you live in a swamp and you're putting the pool in the swamp, then is it really that cool? It's not. You get what I'm saying? Like before I'm excited about that pool, I want the land around it fixed. And so I'm not getting excited for that pool to be put into swampland. You know what I mean? If I'm going to trek mud into that pool every time I got to go, I'm going to jump into it. That pool sucks.
Well, calm down, Shrek.
I'm just glad that we have one piece. Like you said, we got to fix things, right?
It's better to have him than not have him for sure.
Right.
Sure.
So we got one piece, So I'm excited that we got one piece.
I think everybody agrees. That's what we've been arguing for 10 minutes.
Sorry,
I think
Sam, go ahead.
agrees.
No, it's all good. Go ahead, man.
All right, we're gonna move along now. The Steelers.
You're up.
Eating turds, brownies.
Yeah, whatever. I see. I'm not allowed to respond to that because then I get us in trouble.
The Steelers have struggled with missed tackles this year, particularly from key players like Patrick Queen and TJ Watt, leading to poor performance on 3rd and 4th downs, exposing the middle of the field and creating late game situations. Take advantage of a couple of those inconsistencies. Could we see something happen tomorrow? More big plays from Shedeur, deep passes to Bond. I would like to see that. That'd be cool. Get them out there. Let them play football, man. This is a game that we're not going to care about, right? If we win or lose, it's the end of the year. Have fun. Go out there, ball. Let Shedeur play.
Let me ask you this: Is Michigan Ohio State a huge rivalry?
I'm not talking to you no more.
Yeah. Is there ever an instance in which Ohio State should not beat Michigan in your opinion?
I'm done.
Can we just start stealing the signs? Like, has anybody talked to this?
Can we get through one show not talking about Michigan? That'd be great.
No.
He said no.
I'm just wondering because since it's a rivalry, since it's the number one rivalry, is there ever a time when the Yankees should lose to the Red Sox?
Yeah, it happens. It's called a rivalry because
but when Yankee fans are like, I wish we would lose to the Red Sox.
It's baseball. It's completely different.
No, it's not. It's not. But I'm all about trying to get those pieces we talk about needing sooner in the draft than later in the draft and getting top tier guys first. Okay. So this game, we go out there and win. All we got is that. Oh, we beat Pittsburgh at the end of the season. Well, whoop-de-doo, bro. So holy jack-o'-lanterns, as Angel would probably say. But who cares? I mean, what are we for what? I don't want to win no more games. If you go back, I said a couple months ago, I think it might have been. It might have been even at the Moose. So I don't want to stretch it too far, but that's kind of far back. That was a Jets game. I said, we probably are not going to win another game this season. And so far it's looking that way.
I would rather just even if we do lose tomorrow, if we look awful these next 2 weeks, that's probably the worst thing that could happen because then we're coming with Deshaun Watson back next season. We don't know if Shedeur Sanders is any good because he played if he did play like trash these next 2 games. I would rather see him play very well, and we're okay, this guy again. The Watson thing kind of screws it all up because we might have to play him next year anyway. But just to see some signs of life these last 2 games, so just for once we don't have to talk about getting a quarterback in the draft.
And then everybody can shut up about Baker beating Pittsburgh and Pittsburgh. Well, guess what? Now we got another guy that beat Pittsburgh and now we can build around him and let's move on.
I'm cool with moving on. Let's move on along to the defensive game plan brought to you guys by Cleveland Ketchup. Go to clevelandketchup.com and use our code Bearded for 10% off of your order. Guys, Aaron Rodgers last week against the Lions threw for 266 yards, a touchdown with the 92.1 rate. Last 3 games, he has had 5 touchdowns and 0 picks. Could this defense pick off Aaron Rodgers?
Oh, for sure.
So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything can happen. I mean, we've seen how easy it was for tip balls to get picked up,
Sure.
Tip ball at the line, It's definitely I mean, Aaron Rodgers has been playing pretty clean. He actually is playing better than I thought. When I heard that Pittsburgh was getting Aaron Rodgers, I was like, oh, good, because I don't think he was done. But obviously, he's proven me wrong on that. So, and hats off to the guy, man. It was even nice seeing Phillip Rivers getting in the game, man. That was kind of awesome. That was, and still being hyped on the sideline, he still got that drive, man. He was fired up on that sideline. I said, you go get him. You go get him.
I think man. He proves that, like, you don't have to be an athlete to be a quarterback. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's still out there trying to do his thing, man.
I mean, he's doing his thing, but it's like watching him is like watching John Kruk play first base, It's just, I love it's just very, it's a throwback. I love it.
Yeah.
Just
what were we gonna say, Logan?
I was just, John Kruk made me laugh. This is a statue at first base. Not if it's to his left or right, he's not really going to move to try to catch it.
Oh man. But yeah,
we got Aaron Rodgers have done better than most quarterbacks we've had in 30 years. That's
one, I'm glad Aaron Rodgers' highlight wasn't him running out with the flag this year like he did with the New York Jets, and then 3 plays in tore his ACL. But
man,
Aaron Rodgers talking smack to the guys, like, man, you're mad because you got outran by a 42-year-old man.
Yeah,
I was
that
like,
that was good,
dude. Yeah,
that was good.
Pittsburgh's averaging 27 plus points in the last 4 of their 5 games. Defense is averaging giving up 23 to 25 points a game, and that's 19th in the NFL right now. Total yards allowed are 204 to 279. It ranks between 1 and 2. Pass defense is often number 1 in the league. We got to keep that up, man. I know our run defense has been horrible the last 3 games at least. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said why, man. Ever since Malik Collins went down, it just goes to show sometimes one guy does help that out, because that's what I'm seeing. Since he went down, the last, like I said, the last running back we actually held at bay was Christian McCaffrey. Okay, and what game did Malik go down in? Frisco game. So, I don't know, wanting him back healthy next year. Our run game, honestly, since he went down, our run games went to crap. So,
Sam, you got to say your famous saying, the proof's in the pudding.
Proof's in the pudding. In the pudding.
They put 29 points on the Lions and went 8 for 16 on 3rd down. We're not letting 8 for 16 happen on 3rd down. I hope not. And I hope they don't put 29 points on us. I don't think anybody in our score predictions have them scoring 29 points. Yeah, nobody does.
Yeah, not after Buffalo. I thought they were going to ramp up the score, and then it was a 3-point game. You know what I mean? So it's never know what you're going to get with these guys.
Right. The fun fact is that our defense last week held Josh Allen to only 130 yards passing, but gave up the 173 yards rushing.
I don't think he didn't have a touchdown either, I believe.
Yeah, this run defense has not been stellar, to say the least, unfortunately. And that's something they got to change. I never thought we would give up 170 yards to the Titans on rushing either, but Pollard the week before that had a 10-yard average per carry.
That's what it felt very similar. They actually were going the same way in the stadium both times, but just seeing the back of the running back's jersey that first drive was like Tony Pollard, 20, 30-yard chunk plays, and then James Cook, what was that, 50-yard TD after a 10 and a 15-yard carry before that. It's just ugly.
Yeah.
Rodgers been sacked 5 times in the last 2 games. So maybe not just get that record, Miles. Maybe we can surpass that, and you can put that 25 up you've been had on your wrist, man. So yeah, 5 sacks in 2 games. So the sacks are there. So let's get them. Yeah,
I say the best for last. We'll get there for sure. I wrote a paragraph for that. A whole
I like
paragraph.
that. I see that.
With no DK Metcalf, look for Aaron Rodgers to be targeting Adam Thielen. Last week he had 4 targets for 49 yards, and always watch out for the tight ends. You know, the tight ends that catch the ball. Pat Freiermuth and Darnell Washington. Dude, Darnell Washington is huge.
He's your height, bro. He's your height.
I think he's taller. I think he's like 6'8".
They got him listed at 6. I had to look him up, man, because actually I like watching that guy play just because he's a defensive lineman, offensive lineman out there doing tight end work and catching the ball. And like I said, there's 4 or 5 guys trying to bring him down. They got him listed at 6'7", 264, but they're saying he's more around the 315 mark, which I believe if you look at the guy.
Cam Hayward size.
Yeah, he's a monster out there, man, and he's got really good hands. Else you got to watch out too is their running back Gainwell. Gainwell not just running the ball really good. He's reception targets are really good too. So, and then their other backup, they kind of got a 2-headed monster over there. Warren's been kind of quiet, but he's something to watch out for too. Last week, 14 attempts, 143 yards. He was averaging 10.2 yards a carry. That's pretty good. So that's a first down. So
yeah. Last week, Kenneth Gainwell had 7 targets for 5 receptions and 78 yards with a touchdown. He's had 5 receptions in the last 6 games, plus, like you said, 9 attempts for 50 yards at 5.6 yards a carry. And then Warren, they had 143 yards, 2 touchdowns last week. Last week we gave up 117 yards alone just to James Cook. 7.3 yards a carry, guys, and 2 touchdowns. Let's not let that happen.
I'll try better.
No, you got to say it like Kevin. We got to do better.
I'll do better.
Do better
in all 3 phases. Yep.
Yes, all 3 phases. Special teams, guys.
Yeah.
I don't even have this in the notes, but special teams has to pull their head out of, where, because it has been insane to watch.
Bubba Ventrone, obviously, probably shouldn't keep his job, but I saw people calling for it last week, after the fumble, when they fumbled the snap, and it's that's not real. That's where the losing culture comes in. Just anything that can go wrong will go wrong. The special teams unit itself is just bad. So even something that's not really coachable, like catching a snap, that stuff just happens when the team is down. It's crazy.
Well, no, I agree completely, but you have to get on these dudes, and that's where coaching comes in. The play.
I would say
we're reliable.
Put Judy back there, but then we'd never see a field goal go up because all the snaps would be dropped. Maybe Fannin can put Fannin back there as the holder for place kicking.
There you go. Yeah, there you go, beefy dude. He can just grab the ball and run.
Yeah, right.
2-point conversion every time. We're playing Madden now in the Browns locker room. We're saving the best for last besides the score prediction, guys. Myles Garrett at 22 sacks right now, first in the NFL. 32 tackles for loss, first in the NFL. Needs only 1 more sack to break the 22.5 record. He's never sacked Aaron Rodgers, which we talked about in his career. But can this guy make a new tombstone for his graveyard and break the NFL single-season record at the same time? And no one cares that T.J. Watt did it in 15 games. Who cares? It's the single-season record, not how fast did you do it. So hold the excuses. Anyways, Rodgers was sacked last week. Last week on 41 attempts, he's taken 5 sacks in the last 2 games. It's happening, guys. It's happening.
Yeah, and the thing too is, okay, so T.J. Watt, here's my counterpoint to that. So T.J. Watt got that in 15 games. He got it sooner, but he had 618 snaps to do that. Okay. Mm-hmm. And last week Myles is at 437. So that point to me that's invalid, because you got a guy that's doing it in way less snaps than what TJ did. So he did it in 15 games. Well, he should have. You got 618 times to do it. So,
And he's also healthy enough to play the full schedule. He wasn't missing it. If I remember correctly, TJ Watt got hurt, didn't he? And that's why he didn't play the full 16.
When he did that year?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I think he was only out 2 games, right? I think.
Right, but that's a big comparison number. 430 snaps for Miles to get where he's at right now with it, and it took TJ 618 snaps. Okay, but he did it in 15. But I mean, you got a lot more snaps, so there's a lot more opportunity to get that sooner. I mean,
you also got to look at
tomato
strength of schedule when that happens as well. So I mean, not making excuses for anybody. If you beat the record, you beat the record. I don't care how many games you did it in.
Yeah.
It's not the point. It's single season sack record. So
that's where I'd like him to get it at least the 16th game, because it's kind of like the old, like when Roger Maris set the home run record. He did it after it was like the season was longer that year, and he did it after the 154 games. If he does it in 16, it's like that's how long the season's pretty much always been, for a long time. So I don't know. And yeah, Miles is doing it against teams that stop throwing the ball halfway through the third quarter against us because they don't need to. It's a little different.
I hope he hits Rodgers so hard that Rodgers falls into a COVID vaccination.
What's your guys? Let me get your guys' prediction real quick, man. What do you guys think, Miles? How many sacks do you think Miles will get in this game?
Oh, I thought we were jumping right into score predictions. Boom! I put that up so you guys want to rewind that.
I was just thinking about it. I just wanted to throw that out there. So, I mean, what do you guys? Gary, start with Gary. Where are you thinking, Matt? Gary?
I mean, I don't know. He's gonna have
3 billion
sacks. He's gonna have 3 sacks.
I like that. I like that number because I was thinking the same, man. So, Logan, you said 3 also?
3.
Yeah, I was thinking 3 in my head too. Mike, where are you at?
1.
Okay. All right.
Somewhere between 3 and 25. It's somewhere there. Yeah.
You never know. We did have that 5 sack season game.
Yeah.
And like you said, Aaron's been on his back 5 times the last 2 games, so those numbers can be there.
This Pittsburgh Toddy guy is just he's not a bad guy. Says, wouldn't this scenario be funny? Rodgers doesn't play because the Ratbirds lose, and Garrett breaks the record by sacking Rudolph.
I've been saying that. I've been saying that. And, I'm not, like I said, I don't want no ill will, Pittsburgh Toddy. So, Aaron Rodgers, I don't want him to get hurt. So that happens. So maybe you guys are blowing us out by halftime and there's no need to rest. You rest Aaron Rodgers and then they can bring in Mason.
Look at that ref's face. Like, oh my God, Rudolph's going to die. Like that is.
Oh, run, Rudolph. Miles is coming to town.
There you go, Logan. There's a new song for you.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Before we end this, let's get into some score predictions. I made this right in the middle of the show. I didn't send it to you guys like I did last week, but we have it up and ready now. So, Browns versus Steelers. I'll go first. I'm gonna flip the score from last week's game, 23-20, Browns. It's gonna be a rough, tough game, and I'm gonna be completely sober and watch this. Fun times.
Enjoyment.
Angels 17-10 Steelers. Chad says 10-13 Steelers. Sam? Right as soon as you're about to drink your water.
It's all good. I'm going 24-17, and I just based my score. I just went back to see. I rounded things up. I went by what Pittsburgh's averaging per game, and then I went with the Browns are averaging per game, and the Browns are like 16.9, rounded up. So that's where I came up with my 24-17 Steelers.
Gary gave me his score last second, so I put it in backwards, unfortunately. But go ahead, Gary.
At 32-14, I'm picking the Steelers to win.
But we don't want them to win.
We don't want them to win, but what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah.
What I want versus, what I would put money down on is 2 different things,
Yep.
Double-edged sword.
Yeah. They're gonna dog walk us, I think. I hope they don't.
No pun intended.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Every time I send these to you guys, I'm like, we're not gonna win the game. But I'll stick by it. 24-21 Browns.
All right. That is your score predictions. Guys, the Pittsburgh Todd, he says he's got Steelers 17-9. It's going to be a rough battle game tomorrow. It's going to be the weather, actually, I think is supposed to just be somewhat cold, rainy, I believe.
Very rainy.
Yeah, let's see here.
Yeah, I just watched it this morning. Looks like it might rain all the whole game.
Yeah, 95% chance of rain, but 60 degrees. Never mind, it ain't going to be cold.
Yeah, just going to be a sloppy game there.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Go Browns.
Yeah.
Oh, you're adorable, Logan Bruce.
You said
Says
it, Gary. not me.
Allison Elizabeth Kajowski. You got a fan.
Oh, listen.
Oh, Allison's watching. I think
Listen.
she meant Gary adorable.
No. When
No,
Gary
no,
said
she
that
meant-
you're adorable, he meant that for him.
Yeah, I
that's
meant it too.
Yeah.
Both Allison and I think that you are adorable.
Thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, we're going to end the show on that note because that was great. Gary thinks Logan is adorable as the Browns elf. And yeah, we will see you guys Tuesday at 7:30. Me, Chad, and Angel. I will be back Tuesday. I can't miss this show. I want to talk about what happens in this game. And you guys get to sit back and watch. And then I can talk crap about Gary. It's going to be fun. So join us Tuesday, 7:30.
I want to float around an idea, and it's kind of been floating around too, man. I think we need to have the end of year season, all bearded Browns guys going at it, just to talk about the end of the season there.
Yeah, we're gonna try to put something together. We will definitely post what's gonna happen, what time, because I know Logan goes with the games. Oh wait, is that Cincinnati game at home? No, it's in Cincinnati.
That's away.
Yeah.
That's away.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to figure out when to do this, but yeah, it'd be cool to get us all on as a group and talk about the season overall. Essentially, is what we were planning on doing. So
That'll be
we can get that together. We'll make something up.
Get your popcorn ready.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm gonna go take the Browns to the Super Bowl. So
All right. Well, we will see you guys Tuesday, 7:30. Thank you for joining us. Make sure you guys like, share, subscribe, all that fun stuff, all platforms. We'll see you Tuesday.
Peace.